Feltoning to Beardson Beardley, the degenerate fucking low-life loser that he is. So, after all this fucking crazy Louis shit and Lowell's getting the guy to lick his feet and, you know, all the hate coming down on America First, the feds and the pressure and bank accounts being frozen and all this fucking crazy shit, you know, basically at this point, Beardson's done. Beardson's become a complete coward. And in the second hour of his show yesterday, he just had a spiral. So we're going to have a look at this. I have some timestamps because honestly, if we listen to this full fucking hour, we're all just going to lose our minds because he's so terribly boring, uninteresting, lack of charisma. How this guy got anywhere, I don't know. It's because he gave Fuentes his big break, so now Fuentes pays his bills. You know, so him and his wife there, who wear their fucking VR headsets like soy boys. Like I said to Surfer in the intermission here, it's kind of like American Gothic, you know, the image with the pitchfork, but in the modern age. Just a shocking, distorted, grotesque version of humanity. That's what's going on with Beardson Beardley, folks. So we're going to get into these clips. I understand a lot of you have been lost from the previous stream. But honestly, Beardson doesn't even deserve any eyeballs anyway. So if it gets less viewers, oh well. Fuck Beardson. He deserves fuck all except to be shamed and named. So here I'm going to start playing this clip here. It's at 1 hour and 1 minute. Let me just bring it back. I'm going to actually bring it back another minute so we can listen to this shit.
So, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people like, oh, this, what's her name, Simone Biles or whatever. It's like, oh, she's stressed, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I want her to drop out, and I want her to lose. I'm glad that she did. I'm glad. I don't want these people to, like, represent us, you know what I mean? I don't know why it's like everything's got to be some, like, big, like, culture issue or whatever. And, like, everything's got to be, like Jack Posobiec just owned Simone Biles on Twitter. Who cares? Let her drop out. I don't want her to win the gold medal. I hate her. Good. I'm glad she dropped out. I hope she fucking quits the sport forever.
Here we go. Here it comes. There's his VR headset.
Why does anybody care? Like, honestly. Why does anybody care about this shit?
No, honestly, he is right about that. You know,
really sucks.
Fuck the bread and circuses. I give zero fucks about.
No, he's right about that part. But here he goes. Listen to this now.
About conservatives?
Hey Beardson, I have been watching you for a year now. I am so thankful to Nick for letting me know about you, Jaden and Steve. Your content is amazing, and every time...
But, like, even in his clip, like, when he gets his fucking super chats, like, it's just the most homosexual dance the guy
yeah.
doing, you know? Like,
But listen to him go here. Listen to him go.
It's like straight up a fucking bathhouse.
This is going to be, like, this is an all-time cope. Listen to this.
Keep up the good work.
Yo, thank you, is that Kuwaiti? Is that how I pronounce it? Kuwaiti Groiper? Thanks, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for the 20. Thanks for showing some love, because none of these other ungrateful savages are going to tonight, apparently. I just had to spend $200 to get the fucking dog's teeth pulled, but yeah, you know, it's fine. You watch for free. Yeah, watch for free. Yeah, don't sub. Don't donate. No, it's fine. Yeah, watch for free, 150 ungrateful fucks.
He's like,
you know, like, I won't even be watching for free.
No one watches for free, bro. You know, you got your 150 fucking pathetic viewers that you leech off of Nick Fuentes. You know, you're going to sit here and cry about how you had to get your dog's tooth pulled and it cost you $200. Like, what a loser. You guys need to pay for my dog's tooth to get pulled because I can't get a real job, guys. You ungrateful bastards. I'm fucking doing this for free. You know, it sounds like the AF grift doesn't pay what it used to now that Daddy Fuentes' Bitcoin faucet's been turned off. And Beardson's sitting here with his fucking dick in the wind, wondering what the fuck he's going to do because he can't pay his goddamn bills. And he's going to sit here and, you know, yell at his own chat for money. Big time meltdown here, but it only gets worse. I'm going to play about the next minute of this, and then we're going to skip about 18 minutes because the guy is so insufferable, we don't even want to hear from him.
But, anyways, back to my point. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. One thing that really sucks, I don't really think...
Holy dead air, man.
You know, come on, buddy. Get it
Come on, dude. Like, you're supposed to be like a big-time leader, orator, entertainer. The guy's just sitting there having a brain fart for 10 seconds after seething about how he didn't get donations. Maybe you're not getting donations because you fucking suck. Have you ever considered that, you fucking soy boy faggot, Beardson? Have you ever considered that you're just a soy-drinking faggot with a VR headset? And you ought to be fucking ashamed of your life and your choices, supporting the Mexican child leader of the white race, and then disavowing it at every turn when you're pressed by Louis like a fucking cockroach? Have you considered that, bro? Maybe you ought to have some more fucking gratitude.
People understand how, like, gay politics is. I don't think people, like, really truly grasp how awful politics is. It's so stupid. You want to know why I got interested in politics back in, like, 2015, 2016? It was because of Trump. It wasn't because I liked politics.
What, like, this is the absolute truth, right? This guy had zero interest in politics because it's not something that his mind can grasp. It's not something that he had interest in. He's not a smart person. He doesn't care about how the affairs of state are conducted. He could give a fuck less. All this guy wants is bread and circuses and consuming. And as long as he's comfortable and he can consume, he's a very happy man. He doesn't care about the values in society. And he's going to tell you as much here. I'm going to let him go on for a couple more minutes here before I skip ahead. Because this guy is just fucking pathetic. This guy's a coward and a pathetic waste of fucking space. He's the fucking Shannon of fucking, you know, Nick Fuentes' crew. Just constantly walking along on his hands and knees, licking Fuentes' balls to get any crumb of clout from his penis. He needs to milk the fucking cum clout from Fuentes' little Mexican midget manlet cock. And it's very sad, this fucking faggot.
You know what politics is for? Like, politics is a hobby for gay nerds. That's what it is.
Yeah. You know, like Nick Fuentes, you know? That was his hobby his whole life, right, Beardson? So you think he's a gay nerd?
Well, like, this mainstream politics, like he's talking about, yes, it really is. Like, the Simone Biles, like, the bread and circuses, you know? Like, the surface level shit that doesn't actually matter. It is all gay. It's like fucking TMZ for nerds. It's exactly what it is, right? But like, there's real politics that fucking matter.
He's not really. He's not necessarily. He's not necessarily wrong. But I just think this is ironic coming from Nick Fuentes' biggest supporter and backer, that he's going to talk about how politics is for gay nerds.
All of the groypers are into the politics that are for gay nerds. Like, that's what they involve themselves with, the gay nerd fucking politics. It's not about anything that's real.
Well, they said that politics is show business for ugly people, and in a sense that's very true, you know, which is why Beardson might belong there, you know.
That's why I make fun of people like RPG, and I made fun of all the Wignats and everybody else. Like, it's such a dumb hobby. Like, there's literally so many things you could do with your time. And like time is, I don't think people like quite.
So he's gonna go on about how you're wasting your time on this earth and this and that. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
You know, if someone clipped, like, that Yuri Bezmenov fucking, like, where he's talking about demoralization. But, like, sort of, like, jump cut back and forth with Beardson talking about how, like, you shouldn't care about politics and you shouldn't pay attention to the world around you. You know what, Yuri? I think that would be Kino. I think someone could do a good job of that.
So I'm going to skip ahead to an hour and 19 minutes or thereabouts, and we're going to play from here.
Die, basically. If I was just like a normie person, just a normie anonymous person out there somewhere, and I'm looking at all
Like
this
you are a
stuff, and,
normie
like,
person,
this
Beardson.
looks
Like
kinda-
look at you. Like
you're an
how I
absolute-
would stereotype what a normie looks like. Like from your fucking beard to your fucking just everything about you. You are exactly how I would stereotype the visual appearance of a normie. You know?
Absolutely.
Like-
Absolutely.
Interesting. Why on earth should I make this leap of like joining your side when your side is losing on such a grand scale that you fucking lose? You get bank accounts closed.
Like, listen to him. Why would I bother joining your political side when you get your bank accounts frozen? This is directed straightly at Nick Fuentes, his master. Why would I risk anything for this political cause when we're losing? You know, we need to be winning for me to, you know, I have no principles. This is some pathetic,
right?
cowardly shit.
He's saying that he doesn't care about doing what's right. He just cares about joining the winning team, which is like really.
Why would you want this guy
pathetic.
on your team?
You know,
This is the people that Nick picks. Like, this is the CEO of the movement now that he got rid of Casey. Let that sink in. These are the people he picks to be his ride or die men.
They're all undercover global homo faggots sent to subvert us. Because, you know, if they have that mindset, they're going to look at the global homo fucking forces that be and say,
This is a
well, they're
complete
winning right now
concession.
in the present, so...
But this is a complete concession. It's like, we've lost. It's over. Don't bother. But donate to me, Goy. You owe me a fucking living. My dog needs its tooth pulled. Fuck me.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck me.
You get banned from every social media platform, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, what exactly is like appealing about all this?
You're
You know,
banned from
What is
Twitter.
appealing about this?
You know, like,
What is
I have no
appealing about...
desire
I don't know
to
what's
be-
appealing about the America First movement, Beardson. Since you're the CEO of it, could you tell me?
Like, why on earth would I ever choose to involve courage and conviction? Yeah, you know what, dude? Courage and conviction ain't gonna put fucking food on my plate. It's not gonna fucking family.
No, but like literally they are. Like literally
You know,
that's
if-
not being a man, right?
if
Like,
you don't have-
courage and conviction, you can provide for your
If you don't
family,
have
you
any
go out and
courage
fucking
or
do
any
it.
conviction, you won't have a plate to eat food off. You won't have a pot to piss in. And you'll be dead in a fucking ditch when black people come and fucking behead you in 20 years. And you're an old man and you're sitting there fucking helpless in your home. You ever consider that, you fucking retard? Courage and convictions won't put food on my plate. You know, okay. Okay,
Like,
bro.
the guy has just actually expressed that like he thinks he doesn't need to be courageous as a man. That he
You see
just,
South
No,
Africa?
hold on. That he just needs to choose the winning team. That instead of being courageous and being a man, he needs to choose the winning team. Which is actually the fucking problem with like most fucking like in the fucking mainstream, you know? Like that's exactly it.
Somebody says you
know?
lost me at beheadings. Do you not see the Mexican cartels behead people? What's the biggest demographic group coming into America right now? Oh, Hispanics. Yeah, those motherfuckers do behead people. And you don't think blacks behead people? Have you looked at South Africa, buddy? That's where America is headed. You don't think that's the case? You're a fucking fool. You're a fucking idiot. And weak men like Beardson that fucking sit there and tell you this shit aren't fucking gonna be helping anything. They're in fact the reason why. They're the reason why.
No, this is a problem.
That we're gonna get
faggots
fucked
think
up like
when
this.
They comply, like if they comply with their
There's no-
oppressors,
nobody
that their
beheads
oppressors
anyone.
will give them a position of power. Like, isn't that what happens every fucking time? That these faggots think if they just
Yeah,
fucking
lady-
comply and wear the mask and get the fucking vaccine, you know, and do it the fucking, like, communists say, that they'll be given some position of leadership.
A lady
and then
in-
they're
yeah.
the first ones to get fucking genocided.
A lady in Minneapolis was fucking beheaded just last week. The chat's right. That was a news story that a lot of people saw. But it's unthinkable. Unthinkable that in America that would ever take place. Okay. You just wait and see what happens in our lifetimes, bro. You just wait and see. You fucking fool.
You know, like, you don't fucking,
You'll learn.
like, comply with your invaders. You be a man and have a bit of courage, you know?
Mexican on
Quit
Mexican.
drinking fucking soy and lift some weights, you faggot. You know?
And courage and conviction will get you fucking killed. Okay? And that's just the truth. Courage and conviction can make you fucking
So,
destitute.
if
and
you're a
alone for-
Christian, like you guys fucking LARP as, you'll go to heaven. What's the big fucking deal, buddy?
Crossed is king, but I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe in being a martyr. Okay. It's
For
fine.
the rest of your life, and will forever tarnish your fucking name. Because you choose to fucking rally around these fucking people that don't give a fuck about you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like rallying around Nick Fuentes and you, Beardson. You fuckers don't give a fuck about the people that financially support you. You're so fucking ungrateful that you're sitting there bitching at the people who make it possible for you to sit on your fucking ass all day and do nothing but yell into a fucking camera. You ought to be fucking on your hands and knees fucking thanking these people for allowing you to live a fucking comfortable standard of living while doing fuck all. There are people out there digging ditches, fucking sweating like pigs every fucking day. There are people out there working in fucking factories, long fucking hours, man. There are people out there fucking working disgusting goddamn jobs in the fucking sewer system. It fucking stinks. It's shitty. Do you know what I mean? There are people who actually have to fucking work for a living. Motherfuckers, like, you are so fucking soft and pathetic. I can't even speak into a goddamn camera, you know? I can't have courage. I'm a big bitch. Like, this is like his big cope because the America First movement has failed, and he knows it. And now he's just sitting there.
This is the problem, right? Like, people like this, like, men should work with their fucking hands, right? And, like, someone like this would look down on someone that works with their fucking hands, but, like, working with your hands builds discipline. And the reason why this person has no courage and why they're such a faggot is because they've never worked with their hands in their life. You know? And that's why they will be crushed by
Let's
the people
give
that
up
work
and
with
lay
their
down
fucking
and
hands,
die. Like, this is
right?
honestly what he's fucking saying. Like,
And this was my same criticism with the alt-right, but now it's just like it's far escalated past the alt-right at this point, right? Like,
who are you talking about then? You're talking about Nick. Don't you fucking lie and say you
the
aren't.
amount of like deplatforming, people getting fired from their jobs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And at the end of the day, like, what do these people give? At best, you might get a GoFundMe that makes like $100,000, but guess what? You'll never be able to work again ever. You'll never find another job. You're brainwashed forever.
So, you know, Beardson, that's your life. Like, look into his eyes. Like, he knows that's his life now. This is what... And he's trapped, and he's a fucking coward, and he doesn't want to fucking go through with it, and he's going to cry like a little bitch on live stream about it.
Demoralization. That's no one's life. You're never fucking branded by these things, right? Like... These people are just fucking grifters.
If you believe that,
just fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
what he's saying is don't
shit.
be a wig nut because you'll be fucking branded, right?
Yeah, join
he's
AF.
basically just admitting that they're fucking grifters, you know, and that you shouldn't be a fucking wig nut and actually fucking care about
But who is
politics.
there left in fucking America First? That is it Jaden? Is it Jaden that has the respectability and is going to lead it? I don't fucking think that's going to happen. Surfer has some faith.
Yeah,
you know, Franson's put out a video that we're not going to cover here where he's saying he's going to step back from it and just do music. Even Franson's kind of abandoned ship on this shit. Beardson's sitting here on the fucking Titanic, last man left, the fucking loyalist, and he's going to sit here and talk shit about Fuentes. That's straight up what he's doing.
Well, I think he's trying to talk shit about wig nuts.
I don't know. It seems like he resents Fuentes.
Everybody knows your fucking name and where you used to work, and they're not gonna fucking hire you. So I mean, real smart move.
Fuck you, man.
You'll find me looks from Portland Berkeley says, at the end of the day, I am a Trump supporter, America first, a human being, and a child of God. Well, yeah, same for me and everybody else. I'm already.
You know, that's why you're so scared of death.
Vincent James.
You know?
Vincent James needs to get the fuck out of this shit, man. You know, Vincent could be salvaged as something. You know, at least a fucking newsreader every day. He doesn't have to involve himself with the fucking Tard Patrol of fucking Beardson, Baked Alaska, and the Mexican fucking child. He has a family to fucking feed, and he's had some trouble getting a job. So, you know, if I was him, I wouldn't have anything to do with these fucking retards. Good God.
I got nowhere to run. I'm not gonna fucking disavow anything that I've ever said on the internet or whatever, etc. But
except when Louis Theroux asks you about it, then it's like disavow, deny. You know.
Honestly, dude, I mean, part of me wishes I never got involved. Like, what was the point?
There it is. Part of me wishes I never got involved. What was the point? You see these like demoralizing everybody. What's even the point? You know.
Yeah, no, and you're actually right. Like, he's even trying to demoralize the America First.
Yeah, he is. He's like, what's even the point, guys? The movement's dead. You know, just Trump lost an election, so it's over. It's the same as the people after Charlottesville. It's over. Well, I mean, you know, you can fucking believe that, you know, then you may as well just fucking kill yourself, I guess. I don't know. If you're already fucking as deep in as Beardson is, you may as well just be a fucking man and face up to the fact that you're going to be fucking martyred, you know. But he can't even be enough of a man to fucking have the dignity to hold his composure instead of being a little bitch like this.
Well, when Jeremiah went out to tell the people what they were doing wrong and that they were wicked and they were going to be smited, you know, God put up a walled city around
Somebody's
Jeremiah,
asking, can we
protected them?
Yeah.
If these were really fucking soldiers for Christ, you know, if they actually thought of themselves as Christians, you know, like they would be confident that like they will win because God is on their side. Like when God is on your side, Satan has no power.
And the thing
over
is,
you.
like Beardson,
so why are you so scared of death and this faggot bullshit?
As much as we talk about Ethan Ralph being 5'1", like Beardson is actually like 5'1". Beardson is a straight up hobbit out of the Shire. And as people are saying in the chat, the fellowship is broken. The fellowship with Fuentes and all these other nut-hugging faggots, he's very clearly counter-signaling it now. He's counter-signaling it with demoralization, and he's trying to do to America First. He's going to try and split America First in between the people who just want to play video games and masturbate and the gay nerds who are into politics. The same sort of dividing line tactic that he used with Wignats and Civnats from the fucking very beginning. And this is what he's trying to do to Fuentes now. And if Fuentes isn't careful, this is what will fucking happen to him. His fucking movement will be split up. And Beardson will try and subvert the fucking shit. This is what Beardson is trying to do. I wouldn't be surprised if Beardson and Jaden try and unite to steal it from Fuentes when all the Louis shitstorm hits and all that fucking shit. It's like, you failed us, Nick. We need a new leader. And Beardson will prop up Jaden, like just like he did with Fuentes and Spencer. I will not be surprised.
I don't know, though. I think Jaden's sort of more behind-the-scenes guy. I don't think Jaden wants to be the fucking leader of the movement. That's why
it's not even a movement. It's just a big joke.
Well, it is
we were supposed to win. We won. We won. Like, what happened? Why are we still losing? You know?
We were supposed to win. We won. When did we win? Was it when Trump got elected? Because clearly, in hindsight, that wasn't a win. Trump was never our guy. Trump fucked us out the back door with the January 6th shit, and you're left holding the bag. And if you blindly trusted Trump and thought that Daddy Trump would fucking save everything, you're a fucking idiot. You are a fool. And I fucking was conned for a little while, too. But eventually, you know, you wake up and smell the bullshit and realize you've been conned, okay? But I never thought the guy was actually going to save America. I thought he might fucking do some good shit like build the wall, which never even happened.
Trump was never the fucking messiah, but because the mentality of these people like Beardson is that they need not have any courage. They just need to pick the winning side. They put their blind fucking faith into these idols, you know, like Donald Trump. You know, he's just retarded.
And where are all these people to have our backs?
Like, have your own back. Like, stop drinking the soy. Like, do some work with your hands and lift some fucking weights. You know, like, develop some courage.
What was your expectation?
Trump isn't going to wipe your ass.
What was his expectation? That Steven Crowder was going to have him and Nick Fuentes' back? Was that his expectation? That Tim Pool would have his back? That Sargon would have his back? Like, who is he talking about? If you had those sort of expectations, you were a fucking retard.
No, it's actually like fucking Anomaly says. When Anomaly says that these people, like, hyperbolically, that these people expect Daddy Trump to wipe their ass for them, to wipe their poopy butt, I think is how he phrases it. Like they actually do, you know? Like, we're losing. We were supposed to have chose the right side. Why isn't our guy winning for us? You know, like, holy fuck, he's not going to wipe your ass, Beardson.
Like, the mainstream is never going to accept it, Beardson. Like, this idea, it was just foolish from day one.
I never choose to involve myself in politics. That's the thing that all of these GOP fucking grifters do not understand. And this is such an essential part of, like, you want to talk about, like, growing, like, they're all about growing the base, right? Like, they talk to these fucking pollsters and everything like that. Oh, we got to grow the base with Latinos and blah, 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 whatever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Who would join this side?
What a retarded thing to say. You know? I thought you guys were trying to grow a movement and build this. And he's like, who would join our team? You're an idiot if you join our team. You're an idiot if you give me money. But give me money. You won't watch this for free. Come on.
Like, honestly, who is willingly going to join a losing team?
You did.
And we are losing. I think America First is rising and making great strides, but...
We're losing, but America First is rising and making great strides? Those two things, they both can't be true. Do you know what I mean? If America First was truly making great strides, then we would actually be winning, right? If it was, you know, a true movement that was going to make America better and it was building support amongst the masses, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we be winning then? It's pathetic.
The whole, as a complete whole, as far as the conservatism goes and as the right wing and everything like that, we're losing bad, dude. I'm not seeing lefties getting deplatformed left and right, getting fired from their jobs or anything else. Like,
he wishes he was a leftist. Like, this is what he's crying out. I wish I was a leftist. Like,
I don't understand in what circumstance they think that, like, by letting everyone just get their lives ruined, that somehow this is going to be great for outreach because you've distanced yourself from the edgy people involved in your thing.
Like, we literally, like, we have God on our side. It's not about our lives being ruined.
but did you notice it? Like, you've distanced yourself from the edgy people on your side. So he's blaming the mainstream from distancing themselves from his edginess, but he'll distance himself from the Wignats. You see how it works? Do you see the double standard? Do you see what the fucking bullshit this guy is selling you is? Oh, when I disavow the Wignats and separate from them and say they're motherfuckers and punch right, that's based, because they're cringe. But mainstream GOP guys, you know, when they punch right on me, that's cringe because it hurts my bottom dollar. You know, fool.
It's so foolish and stupid.
I don't know, but that's what it's all about for these people. It's all about just material gain in the earthly realm. And because that's what they're living for, like, not only will they be damned to eternal damnation in hell, but they also will never get that material gain. That's a byproduct, you know, of doing what's right.
And instead of, like, going to bat for these people, they just cower away and slither away and hope that they don't get tied to them or whatever. It's like...
Well, I mean, did you go to bat for Patrick Little or any of those people, right? Paul Nellon. Not to say those guys are, like, legit or whatever, because a lot of people have concerns about them. You know, I haven't really seen the evidence to say that they're feds or whatever, but a lot of people say that. But Beardson fucking disavowed them. Where was he going to bat for them? What, was he going to bat for Richard Spencer? So, you know what I mean? Like, where is their moral obligation to go to bat for you when they disagree with you? Right? Do you get it? I think you do. You're just a fucking shameless charlatan and a grifter.
This last scan goes Beardson and Mouse streams one, and you know, I didn't even think of that, but that'd be pretty fucking jokes.
Well, they basically, Beardson is basically the Vosh of the right, you know?
Totally, like, this just force.
You know, just way less witty, you know. Vosh is actually way smarter than Beardson, I think, you know? Like, I think Vosh actually has a brain in his head. Like, he's good rhetorically, you know.
Dude, I mean, they fucking literally, they had what was that, Al Franken or whatever? That motherfucker was straight up just, like, grabbing titties and shit. Right? I didn't see anybody just be like, this is reprehensible, we gotta get rid of this guy. It's so stupid. Do you realize a political person named Nicholas J. Fuentes pays your bills?
Felt it. The chat just reminds him. Do you know who the boss of this is, Beardson? Who you're insulting? your boss, Nick Fuentes, who pays your bills, spanked. Just fucking spanked. Utterly called out for his disloyalty and treachery. And this guy is always the first to put the knife in other people's backs to save himself. You know, what he did to Patrick Casey was fucked up and wrong. It was total snake behavior and totally conniving. If what Patrick was doing was disloyalty by pointing out realities about how the movement was fucked up, then Beardson, if what he's saying is reality, that they're losing and this stuff's getting deplatformed, which is true, he's equally as disloyal as Patrick. The only difference is there isn't a conference, but there's this Thoreau documentary going on.
No, and also for such a Christian, quote-unquote Christian organization, why is it so about being loyal to fucking, like, each other and not
Judas.
loyal to God? Right?
It's an absolute Judas. And a snake.
Does he? That's fucking awesome, man. Big shout out to Nick. Thanks, buddy. I didn't know that. We love Nick. What a nice guy. He's paying my bills for me this month.
He's always paid your bills. Nobody would know who you are if it wasn't for Nick Fuentes. You created him, and now he's your master. That's the truth of Beardson.
Little Nipples is gonna smack him upside his head.
He created this golem.
Fucking, you know, giving him that sort of attitude.
Through the weekly sweat and promoting Fuentes back in the day, he created this golem, and now the golem is the master, and now he's trying to turn against him, and that's what's going on.
That is it.
That is exactly what's going on, and he resents it. He resents that a 20-year-old is responsible for all his clout and success and donations, and he's sitting here in his fucking mid-30s, fucking approaching 40, realizing he has fuck all to show for his life, realizing the donations are drying up, the fucking money horse he backed, Fuentes, was wrong, and now he's wondering, how the fuck do I fix it? And if you can't see that, you are a fucking idiot.
I haven't gotten the check yet. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how he plans on doing this. I know he doesn't have PayPal or anything, but
It's only $5.
well, I'm kind of like transitioning into that, right? Like that's what's like, I guess, like really, really funny about it. It's like you don't ever see like right wing, like people like Jack Posobiec and shit. Will literally, like, they don't say a fucking word about any of this Q shit. You notice that? Like, they will straight up just actively, like, disavow or, like, you know, not Jack, but, you know, people like Ben Shapiro, etc. will straight up just, like, disavow Nick or whatever. And then the Q shit, that's, like, fucking totally insane, like, mental, like, retardation. Like, Trump's gonna be back in the office in August or whatever. Like, not a fucking word, man. Not a fucking word of condemnation to any of those people or whatever, right? The people that are like actually
like, imagine seriously trying to criticize Ben Shapiro for being disingenuous.
Imagine appealing to Posobiec or Shapiro like they're Pontius Pilate. They're gonna give you fucking justice. Are you fucking stupid? Please, Ben Shapiro, bless us with clout.
You know, like,
it's just like a complete lack of understanding of anything that's going on. It's just crazy.
Like actively fucking like insane individuals. Like you shit's totally fucking like mental delusion.
Yeah, and so is what you're doing right now, Beardson.
Yo, 500 likes from Portland Gripper, just dropping one more super chat. Good night, Beardson and all. God bless. Yo, thank you, Portland Gripper. Good night, buddy.
I don't know. After seeing that Q-tard fucking felt Louis Theroux, you know, I have a lot more faith in them. We should be trusting the plan.
Fuck. Well, apparently Trump will be president in the next 6 days if we just trust it hard enough. If we just trust hard enough, guys, Trump will be in office by the end of the week. That's what they're actually saying. And if it does happen, I'll fucking apologize to every Q-tard. I'll be like, whoa, I was fucking wrong. I should have trusted the plan. You know, I'll admit I'll be the biggest Q-tard ever. I mean, Trump gets reinstalled? Okay. But, you know, maybe after this week, maybe after like 2 more weeks. Like, you can't just keep saying 2 more weeks.
No,
6
but in
more
all
months.
fairness, like, they're really fucking retarded. But, like, remember we watched that Don Lemon clip earlier, and the fucking, like, Capitol Police fucking officer said that fucking it was still Trump's America. He goes,
Here's how Bernie can still win.
This is how it is in Trump's America. You know, it's like it's fucking August, buddy. Like,
It's
the
not
end of
Trump's
fucking
America.
July. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's just as bad as the Q-tards, you know?
It's
They're both
it's
just
very
as fucking
shameful.
bad.
Let's continue on. There's not too much more of this we're gonna go through, but
It's like insane rambling nonsense.
like your stream.
It's just for boomers, right? Like, you don't ever see like a young person getting involved in fucking QAnon shit. You just don't. You don't ever see it. Because young people, I don't think are that gullible. It's only like 50-year-old fucking boomers, man, that fall into this shit.
Well, you know, you guys take advantage of young fucking kids. Like that fucking 15-year-old marching with Fuentes. Like, is it any worse to prey upon the old that are fucking naive than it is to prey upon the young who are naive? Which is worse? Like, the old people don't really have any excuse. You know, they should be better. But they're just fucking fools. Like, they're willing marks.
No,
whereas the youth, like, they don't know.
Their whole fucking lives. And they're just
Yeah.
retarded.
What I'm saying is the boomers actually deserve to be taken advantage of by Q more so than the young people that you take advantage of.
Yeah.
Which is more morally
Right,
justified, Beardson. When you really think about it.
But it's just so funny to me, like to see the reaction from to like somebody like Nick, who's everything that he's saying is like totally factual and correct and grounded in reality and based off of like actual things.
Well, like when he said the age of consent was a feminist construct, that was based in reality.
happening. But just total like silence and
Like when he said like, oh fuck, the Chaggett stuff, like defending Chaggett, that was based in reality.
complacency and this like retarded QAnon shit. Like, dude, it's really astounding to me. It really is, because like that shit is like actually like, it's insane. It is fucking insane. You should probably start caring about politics. Why? Well, I mean, really, honestly, I think it's a good question.
He's almost like on the verge of crying
Why should
here.
I-
Like you
I
look.
care. Will me caring change the outcome of anything?
The demoralization here is like fully complete.
And I mean, is my life going to improve substantially if I start to care?
Maybe. I mean, if you actually gave a shit, you know, started working out, fucking got healthy, you know, got a real job, if you actually cared, you know, had got real political convictions, got involved in your local community, went to church, yeah, you know, your life would actually improve. But you're going to sit there and cry that like, well, you know, it's not improving enough for me if I just sit here in this chair and cry. So
well, you're not gonna do anything of value in life if fucking you have no ambition. And how are you gonna have ambition if you don't care about anything?
I don't care about
You know,
anything,
like,
man.
Put two and two together.
I just want to play Halo.
Steps in that logic.
I just want to play Halo, you know, with Jaden. Like, okay, man. Fucking Bilbo
Like, this is
Baggins.
the fucking problem.
Back to the fucking Shire with you there, you fucking little hobbit, you dwarven faggot.
You know, like. But like it even says that in Revelations where it talks about fucking like lukewarm Christians.
Yeah, and if you're lukewarm, the Lord will spit you out of their mouth. See, you can be hot and you can be cold, right? You can fucking be zealous for Christ. You can be hot, you know, and God loves that, you know. But He has more respect for somebody who's ice cold, an atheist that stands against him and rejects his values than he has for somebody who's in the middle, who pays him lip service but has no zeal, doesn't actually care. And that's what Beardson is in this movement, is just a lukewarm faggot. And therefore we spit him. The actual phrase is
like
vomit.
By his own admission.
Vomit them. He vomits them out of his mouth. It's not just spit. Vomits scum like Beardson out of his mouth. Lukewarm, cowardly, no conviction, no zeal people like Beardson will be vomited up. They're slime. They're scum. It's the truth.
Legitimate question, and I think that's the way that you should base most things. Should be asked. Will this improve my life? No. It won't. No, because you don't go outside. That's right. I don't go outside. Even if I went outside, like, would it change anything?
Yeah, you know, like, you know, you'd get vitamin D, you might feel a bit healthier, you know, you'd have a higher energy level probably, you might not be such a faggot, you might develop a bit of courage, you know, like.
If I went outside, would it change anything? No. Man, that is so fucking sad. If that's what he really believes, what a world. And those are your leaders, Groyper. That's the CEO of your movement.
This is worse than I thought, you know.
No,
like,
I told you,
can't even
man.
make some of these lines up. Like,
I told
these are
you,
fucking
man.
bad. You know, this is why I don't watch Beardson. This is why I say Beardson is probably, like, actually one of the biggest.
I'm sure there's cringe like
that.
this on a fucking nightly
You know,
basis.
like-
I'm sure there's cringe like this on a nightly basis. It's just nobody's watching to call it out. Other than, like, 24 dick suckers and a bunch of fucking bots. Doomer Squidward, I guess, fucking sprinkles in the super chat so this guy can make rent.
You know.
Relying on trust fund kiddos. I'm sure it's going to go real
Fuentes
well.
is probably paying Doomer Squidward to go pay Beardson or some shit. You know.
Let's continue.
If they started to give a shit about all this stupid bullshit, no. Yeah, how? How so? I would love to know. How so? How would my life improve by, like, me caring about politics? How would it improve?
Maybe you'd improve your community, and as a result, your life would be better. You know, maybe if you actually care about other people in your community, you know, things get better in the world around you. You know, funny how that works.
Cope gang.
If I started to care about politics. I'll wait for him to type out some big long word essay that's totally just full of bullshit.
Cope.
Well, if you care about politics, then everything will change, and then the world will be a better place. Not wrong. People will still be stupid. I think that, I mean, and I think that's...
Yeah, no, like, it's not enough, obviously, to just care. Like, you need to act, obviously, right? But, like, if you don't care, you're not going to have the ambition to act. You know, so obviously what you're trying to do is prevent us from having the ambition to act.
The only thing this guy's
You know,
upset
it couldn't
about...
blow any brighter.
Let's boil it down to what it actually is. The only thing this man's upset about is that he's not getting paid like he used to. That's all this fucking faggot gives a shit about. I'm not getting paid enough to shill for Fuentes, so I think I could do better as a left-wing gaming streamer like Vosh or Destiny. And I wish I had done that, but I was retarded and fell for a fucking retard grift of a Mexican fucking child. And now I don't know how I'm gonna fucking pay, and my wife's gonna fucking leave me. You know, like, that's what's happening here. You know, his fucking hobbit wife is gonna fucking leave him, find some other hobbit in the fucking Shire.
No.
Come on.
Sargoy goes, his wife told him he has to get a job. Oh, fuck. You know,
that might have been it. His wife might have told him, hey, you gotta get a job, and he's like, Ree!
Down to... Ever since your IRL friends left you, you lost it. Bro, I'm so much better What are you talking about? I haven't lost anything. I'm more successful than ever.
You know, is that really true when you're saying, like, I'm losing, I'm on the wrong side, I'm more successful than ever? All my real-life friends left me because I don't go outside and I just play VR video games and masturbate to porn.
You know.
But things are better than ever. I'm crying about how people aren't donating enough to my stream because my dog had its tooth pulled. Well, you know, if you're that much of a broke dick faggot, you know, maybe you ought to just pull the dog's fucking tooth yourself. I don't know, bro. You figure it the fuck out. You can't come up with $200, man? You know, maybe it's something called a job. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of a thing called a job? You know, you work a couple days, you can afford to fucking have your dog's teeth taken out. Good God.
I'm fine, my guy. Like, dude, I don't need people. I've talked about this like so many times, and I think it's really funny that you're
Like, buddy, if you're fine, your wife wouldn't be telling you to get a job, right? It's not how these things go.
And I just asked you a legitimate question as to how my life would improve if I cared about politics. I don't think it's it's a simple question. Like, you want me to care about this so much? Just tell me the benefits of it. Like, what? Just like one benefit. That's all I'm asking. Like, one benefit as to how my life would improve.
I don't know. Maybe you would have a purpose in life instead of just being a soulless, directionless faggot. You know, a lot of people derive their purpose in life from politics, whether it's right or wrong. But at least they have some sort of purpose. At least they're standing for some type of principles. Because if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for anything. Just like you fell for the Mexican child's grift, and now you're sitting here penniless, begging and yelling at your chat for money like a bum. A literal fucking bum in the street with a fucking tin cup in your fucking mid-30s. You're rapidly approaching 40, and all you can do is rattle a tin can and hope that fucking Doomer Squidward drops a 50 in from his fucking trust fund. Some 19-year-old kid who, you know, doesn't even like you. Doomer Squidward shit all over you. So who the fuck is going to be paying your bills? For real. For real, bro. Get a job. Get off the internet. Figure it out. You're obviously not cut out for this, son. I don't know what to say.
I think it's just a legitimate question. You know, I'm not even trying to be snarky or anything about it. I legitimately want to know. Maybe it's something I overlooked.
The thing he's overlooked is that he's a big fucking soy boy faggot. That's what he's overlooked.
Chicken tendies, Uber Eats. See, this is kind of like...
Yeah, see, the guy fucking orders Uber Eats every day, and then on stream, and then cries that he doesn't have money to take care of his dog. Maybe if you weren't ordering Uber Eats $40, $50 a pop with a fucking $7 delivery fee, like a fucking fool, you know, maybe you wouldn't be in such a financial fucking hurting position, bro. Just saying. Just saying.
Wait, why is he ordering fucking Uber Eats every day if he has a wife?
Because his wife doesn't cook. Because she's not a real woman and he's not a real man. It's some sort of sick, androgynous consumer relationship of the modern age.
Like, no
hence the image. Hence the thumbnail image. Hence the thumbnail image. The American Gothic of our time. A sick fucking twisted chapter in modernity of the VR fucking couple strapped into a false reality where they don't know what's right, what's wrong. Their whole world's upside down, twisted. That's what's going on here. This man is like a fucking Matt Jarbo. Seriously.
That's what we call like a cope response when someone's like actually confronted.
This is what we call a cope response? Yes, Beardson. This is what we call a cope response.
The fact that they're like totally lost and they don't know what the fuck that they're talking about. Just a total cope response.
Yes, Beardson, you are coping.
They want to come in here and bitch like I don't care about politics, so I ask them a question like as to why I should, and it's just like mental breakdown in their brain. Like, it's like a fucking like a total stupid answer. It's like whenever you see like a UFC fighter and they get like knocked out, and every time
this is what's happened to you, Beardson. You're like a UFC fighter that's been knocked out, You're literally just sitting there, just taking abuse on the ground like a fucking bitch.
It's knocked out. They do that like physical reaction where they like kind of go forward. They go like, say like they get knocked out, right? And they go, ooh, and then they fall back.
That's what you're doing. You are actually, in fact,
that's what that was.
This isn't a misuse of the word, literally doing that, Beardson.
$5 for Shifty 2. Off topic, but how's the dog? Oh, wait. Dog's pretty good. Dog's good now. So we're gonna give her fucking pills and shit and all that, but yeah.
I gotta afford the dog's pills, guys. I gotta afford the dog's pills, guys, please. I just need some donos to afford my dog's medication, guys. But the dog's doing good. The pupper. Oh, fuck.
I talked about that earlier. Yeah, she's cool. Really funny.
Some guy goes, Ethan Ralph will kill that dog.
It's the new pupper
That's
cost.
really funny.
Oh, man.
Really, like, not everybody. There's always like dumbass wignats or whatever. They really want me to get involved in politics. And what's funny is like you don't like me, right?
No, like we want you gone. We want all of you fucking gone. You know, like we know you have no convictions. Like we've known this from the start. Like it's not fucking news. We've been saying it for a couple fucking years now. You know, we just want you gone. You know, you have no place in the fucking movement.
Want me to get involved in the thing that you like? That's another thing that doesn't really add up to me. That's the other thing that doesn't really add up to me. It's like, so if you hate my guts, because I don't know why. I just think you just don't like me because you found like an enemy. That's really what it comes down to, right? They just see me as like an enemy because these people are always looking for an enemy, right?
Like I don't even see this guy as an enemy, you know? Like I just see him as like a pathetic leech upon Nick Fuentes' ball sack. Like he's not an enemy. He's just a pathetic fucking leech, a pathetic man, a fucking loser. You know? Like, in order to be my enemy, you at least have to pose some sort of threat to something. You at least have to be, like, a fucking something. Like Ethan Ralph, at least.
You know, if you're a valid enemy, you don't tell us that you have no courage, right?
I have no courage and no convictions. Like, you're shameful. You are actually the lowest. Like, you're up there with Gator. Like, that's even Gator would try and say he has courage, even if he has none.
At least Gator has convictions that lie in the gut, you know. Like,
at least Gator has. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing
know?
Is he's actually lower than Gator because at least Gator has loyalty to his master. He knows where his bread is buttered, and it's in the gunfold crease. Whereas this man doesn't understand that his position is at the fucking shoes of a Mexican child leader of the white race. And that he better get his fucking tongue cleaning or he fucking won't have a roof over his fucking head. You know, that's where fucking Beardson Beardly is fucking at, son. So, you know, it's actually lower than Gator in a lot of ways. No fucking loyalty, no respect, no gratefulness, no conviction, no courage, no talent, no charisma, just a boring fucking ham and egger bum trying to grift off of a fucking movement that he knows is dead, and so he's sitting here seething because his pockets are fucking empty. That's what this is. That's what this is. That's what I said.
They spend their time online just looking for enemies and like shit to like get mad about. You know, it turns out when you're looking for a nail, you'll typically find one, right?
Well, we certainly found one here.
Yeah. We're hammering this nail into the goddamn
didn't have
ground.
to look very hard, you know. It didn't take too long searching.
Get involved in the thing that they like, even though they don't like me. So, like, just the logic doesn't really add up there for me. If I don't like somebody, I want them as far away from me as possible, and I don't want them involved in any of the shit that I do. You know? Thank you, by the way, Shifty 2 for that. It's like such a, like, and that's how stupid these people are, man. It really is. That's how fucking stupid these people are. Like RPG. Like, you don't like me, but you want me to do the thing that you're doing? Like really? Like, that's what you want? You want me to, like, literally do your show? Like, what kind of stupid ask is that? That's like me like working at a job and then getting mad at a guy that's applying like.
What a stupid ask. That's like me working at a job. I don't think that's actually what he meant, but you know, just to say those words, like, what a stupid ask. That's like me working at a job. We get it, Beardson. You'll never fucking work a job. You're too good for it, buddy. You're too good for it.
Well,
Yeah.
He might cut his poor hands. You know, he might get a rash. What a faggot.
Like getting mad, like say I'm like working at like a fucking Best Buy or something, and I get mad at the customer.
Well,
So
you know,
that-
like, I actually think this guy is the sort of guy you see working at Best Buy, isn't it? Like, this is the Best Buy employee, like the archetype of the Best Buy employee. And honestly, like, he would be a productive little cog in the Best Buy machine. I'm sure, you know, in order to ensure his safety and a roof over his head and fucking meals, he'd show up on time for all the shifts. You know, he would fucking do his best working at Best Buy. And someday, you know, if he's loyal enough in 10 years, he might get the assistant manager position at Best Buy. That's, I mean, you know, like, that's what this guy should be doing.
Minimum wage.
This guy shouldn't be telling anybody fucking anything. This guy could be assistant manager at fucking Best Buy. Neat gang, like, come on.
In my job and putting me out of a job and doing, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like, you want me to sell you a fucking keyboard? How about you sell me a keyboard, motherfucker?
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna quit my job so you can sell me a keyboard. It's so stupid.
Bro, this streaming isn't a job, bro. Like, you're streaming on Chomo for like 100 people. It's not a job.
You know, like, while
It really
crying
is so
how it
stupid.
doesn't pay his bills.
Like,
you
he's
know?
entitled. Like, he thinks he's in the class of society. This guy, the truth is, he can't even afford a keyboard. Let's be honest. That's why he's seething this hard. Like, you sell me the keyboard. Dude, if you don't fucking sort your shit out, you will be selling fucking keyboards at Best Buy. What else is this guy fucking qualified to do? Can anyone tell me what talents, what skills Beardson Beardley has? You know, like, at least I can sell shit. At least I can talk well. This guy's fucking show is just filled with fucking dead air. The idea that you would go into a movement like this without any sort of fucking skills to fall back on and end up fucking bum broke on your fucking ass begging for fucking change in the fucking gutter to fucking fix your dog's teeth? Fuck me.
Like, I'm not afraid to like talk about politics, and I like the only time I really ever like get interested in politics, because there is like still really, to me, there's a lot of like humor to be found in politics just by like how insane it all is, you know, and like and really more importantly how insane the people involved in politics.
You know, if you're in politics for the memes and the comedy, maybe you should get the fuck out of politics. Yeah, Beardson, I agree. You should get the fuck out. I don't want to fucking hear you debate Randbot again. I don't want to hear you fucking deign to disgrace the name of Patrick Little. You're not even fit to carry fucking Patrick Little's underwear in your mouth, you little faggot. That's the truth about you. Patrick Little has the fucking balls to go outside and name the Jew, even if he is a federal agent like a bunch of fucking faggots say. You're not even fit to fucking carry his jockstrap in your teeth, son.
You know, Patrick Little.
Got 57,000
I've
votes
ever seen on camera
in
He's a
California.
federal agent. I think he probably is, but like
Patrick Little served his country in the military. What service has this man given to his country other than dividing the right-wing movement after Charlottesville based on a fucking slur named Wignat that he and Fuentes fucking cooked up in their circle jerk Halo sessions?
You know, like Patrick Little has literally made like a Mr.
Patrick
Bond
Little was a
song,
real
right?
Marine.
Like,
He wasn't a space Marine in Halo, son.
no, but like the guy's made a Mr. Bond song, right? Like one of the fucking classics too, you know? Like he's pretty fucking based.
I don't know what to say. You know, there's a difference between playing Halo and actually going to war. Right, Beardson? You obviously can't handle fucking shit. You can't handle any pressure. The moment the money starts to go dry, you're fucking running for the hills. But Fuentes will tell you this is like the mafia. This is a ride or die organization. Look at your people, man. Baked Alaska, fucking traitor, fucking Judas chameleon, Beardson Beardly, fucking coward, no fucking convictions, running with his tail between his legs. You know? What the fuck do you have? You have your road dog. The road dog. Jaden. The savior of the movement. You may as well just abdicate to Jaden and just give him America First then. What is the fucking point of this organization? It's a big joke. You know, Patrick Casey, your chosen second in command, turned on you because he realized you were a big-time faggot and you were compromised. What's left to this movement? What is left?
Art. To me, that is such a great source of comedy, right? It really is. It's such a funny.
And this fucking faggot also said, fuck the troops. And you know, like, the troops are sometimes agents of Israel, but at least the troops, like, believe when they sign up that they're fucking sacrificing for their country. This man's never sacrificed a goddamn thing for anyone. He expects you to sacrifice for him. This man expects you to go work a fucking wage slave job and give him like 10% of your paycheck like he's God, like he's the church. So he can sit up there on fucking stream and play fucking Halo all day and masturbate to VR pornography because his wife won't even fuck him because he's such a pathetic man.
Funny thing. So why do you keep
At least they believe, well, they serve Israel. Terrible argument. I don't know. Having some convictions makes you a fucking man, even if they're fucking misguided. You know, if you're a genuine leftist, you know, has core convictions and believes in revolution, is more of a man than this fucking man. And if you don't see that, you're not a man, okay?
You know, like they might not be hot, they might be cold, but at least they're not a lukewarm faggot.
Come on. Have some fucking courage. Fuck me.
You know, I think we better throw that on as
Politics
the
that I'm
outro
explaining
song.
it. It's just really funny.
I'll find it. Find it right now.
Because you have this, like, hobby of, like, the most insane people in the world. Like megalomaniacs, psychopaths.
Like Nick Fuentes, the megalomaniac. Come on.
All, like, vying for control and doing the most insane shit in the world. And it's so funny. There's like, a ton of, like, funny humor to be had in the political world and making fun of people.
I know. This man's above it all. He's above the fray. He's better than us, and we need to support him. We need to throw money into his fucking begging cup.
I do. But actually caring about any of this shit, getting invested in any of this shit, is like a total waste of time. It's a total waste of time. You know, and I hate to like even bring this up because it's been like what, almost 2 weeks now. It's been almost 2 weeks, I guess. But I really had to have given like Wignats and RPG just a fucking huge ass whooping in that last debate. For them to still be seething in my fucking chat about it almost 2 weeks later.
I'm sure people believe you gave them an ass whooping, bud. Nobody believes that. I've never seen a stream where Beardson fucking schooled anybody. I don't even think he schooled fucking Randbot or Southern Dingo. And those guys are usually pretty easy to fucking felt.
You know, Rand got felted by a tranny twice. You know,
it's just a big mega cope. You guys are just angry that I embarrassed you. Okay, man.
No, but Rand did felt Beardson.
Has anybody seen this?
Dominant. Like,
has anybody seen like Beardson ever fucking dominate anyone in his life? Like, Beardson is a fucking mongoloid. Beardson isn't even worth anyone's fucking notice or purview, really. Outside of situations like this to dab on him. What is the sense of fucking people even engaging with Beardson? He has no audience. He has no money. He has no clout. He has no courage. He has no convictions. He's a known liar and a known fucking retard. So, like, I mean, honestly, like, even Wignats are going to get sick of debating you, and then what are you going to do? You know, put your thumb up your ass and play Halo all day? I'm sure people are going to want to tune into those streams for your sterling personality and just incredible charisma and magnetism there, Beardson. Pressing X to doubt.
Like, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. It's pretty funny to me. These people are still upset and still bitching about it to this day. I think that's a sign of a pretty decisive victory in my book.
Just look like the man who's had a decisive
But
victory.
again, I don't take any L's. I don't take any L's here, folks.
This whole thing is one massive L, Beardson. In the last literally like 35 minutes of this show, from like the hour mark, you've just taken an average of like 30 L's a minute.
I mean, you know, just to go back to this, just for a second though, because I really do think it bears repeating. Why? I look at I'm gonna call him out again because I'm gonna keep making fun of him because he's a really funny character. Like RPG is like writing these paragraphs about Simone Biles.
Hold up. Who the fuck is RPG? Like, who's
He's just some random troll in his chat.
Like, I've never even heard of this person. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, am I just out of touch? Like, who is this person?
Oh, is it Red Pill Gaming? I've never heard of Red Pill Gaming, man. I mean, Red Pill Gaming. I think that's all we need to hear.
Like you're in like Discords, like where they're talking about people like low tier God and like you know, like these obscure characters and like you know, even we've never heard of this person.
Good God.
Whatever. Yeah, I just like look at that and I'm like, why? Why do you care? Are you into like the Olympics? Do you really like the Olympics and you like watching the Olympics and stuff? Is that like your fucking hobby? Are you really like? Again, I want to reiterate this. Your time on this planet is like a finite resource.
Yeah, his time on the planet is finite, and he chooses to spend it live streaming on the internet for an audience of fucking underage virgin incel fucking losers. And he plays video games all day in a fucking VR headset, masturbates to porn, and pretends he can play the guitar. That is your life. That's how you choose to spend your time on this earth.
Well, his wife calls him a loser and tells him to get a job.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like, the guy's brain is fried. I don't know if it's Adderall. I don't know what the fuck is Xannies. Maybe he's just fucking low IQ and slow. He's like sitting there like you can see the gears in his head turning. The fucking steam coming out of his ears as he tries to come up with something to say to own the A-logs. But he can't say fucking shit because they're absolutely right. And he's just a fucking broke dick loser sitting there hoping to get off this stream with making like $40, $50 so that he can go afford the latest Nintendo game or the latest Sony game. Please. I need to eat Uber Eats. My wife can't cook and neither can I. Somebody help me. I need money for Uber Eats. Can you spare some change, sir? Change? Can you spare some change?
You choose, like, this is the way that you choose to spend it.
Wow, man. Like, the self-awareness.
Some, like, Olympic...
You know, I'd sooner spend my fucking time, like, I don't know, you're a bitch about politics, like, is it really any worse than fucking playing video games all day? You know, the people that bitch about politics probably enjoy it just as much as you who play the video games. And at least they have the illusion of doing something productive, even if it's not. All you're doing is fucking sitting there playing video games and jerking off. You're probably smoking weed too, bro. I get it. But it doesn't make you any less of a fucking soft little bitch. And that's coming from me. So it should hurt you. You know, you should fucking be hurt in your pride. This man doesn't have any pride. He doesn't have any courage because he's not a fucking man. He's just a little fucking overgrown man-child soy boy who thought he was cashing in on a big trend with the alt-right, and it all backfired on him. And now he's got fucking nothing at 40 years old. You're not a real man. Yeah.
No.
Bitch that you probably...
Oh, yeah, remember when he was at Lady Maga? Fuck, I might put that clip on. You know, I'll play like 4 or 5 more minutes of this, and I think we've kind of got the picture of, like, the insanity of these copes. But, like, he fucking, like, is, like, Scrappy Doo trying to go at Lady Maga. Hold me back! Hold me back! I'm gonna get him! Hold me back! Fuck's sake.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad.
I haven't seen that either.
Never even heard of until, you know, this controversy happened. And like, and what exactly? Like, I don't even understand. Like, what's there to gain from any of it? Like, who cares? But that's what these people do. They just look for a nail to hammer, man. They're constantly on the patrol. That's how they spend their every waking moment of their life. And that's the way that and that's the thing too. It just totally. It changes, like, when you get so heavily involved in this kind of shit, it changes your whole perception of, like, the world and how the world works, because you look at the world in this, like, hostile lens of, like, I need to find an enemy, I need to find something to be mad at, I need to find something to bitch about and to make content with. And trust me, I've actually been in that mindset. I know.
You're still in that mindset.
Back when I was doing like a political show, man, like everything that I would look at it through this lens of like, all right, how can I turn this into content? How can I make this, you know, my enemy or whatever. It is such an unhealthy way to look at the world. I just don't understand.
Yeah, you know, you should be trying to build and create new things productive instead of being a crab in the bucket, you know, and just trying to bring everyone else fucking down. You know,
because it's not healthy. It's not a healthy way to view the world. Like, I think earlier.
That's not like politics. The idea that politics is about destruction, like, we're not niggers, right? Like politics for us should be about creation, not destruction. You know, it's nigger fucking thinking. You know that, you know, politics should be about finding a fucking enemy and destroying that enemy.
I can't make restaurants cook better food. Like, is that at the top of your list of problems? Is the restaurants aren't cooking better food for your Uber Eats orders? Maybe don't order it off Uber Eats. Maybe go outside to the restaurant. It'll be fresher. It won't have been sitting in a fucking styrofoam container for 30 minutes, dude. The restaurants, I can't make them make better food. Is that really the fucking highlight of problems that you see with society? Fuck.
Make the vaccine go away. I can just choose not to take it. That's something that I have direct action over in my life. It's just
this guy's gonna take the vaccine.
I can't stop other people from taking it, but I can't tell them. I probably wouldn't if I were you. That's all I can really do. But people get so consumed with it. Just relax. Because spending your whole life just being
no, don't relax. They're trying to force a fucking, like, vaxicide on the fucking population. You know, like, they're trying to kill off your
if your now community. Isn't the time
but
to
all
be
you
stressed.
Care about is yourself. Oh, well, I just won't take it. Well, for one, they'll fucking force you to. You know, so that's why you should probably care selfishly. But, like, other than that, like, it's not just about you, buddy. Like, it's about your fucking community.
And you know, update everybody. Beardson and his faggot crew have been flagging this stream at his directive, and now it's age restricted. So, just to let you guys know that. Beardson and his group of fucking merry little groiper fags don't want you to hear the truth.
We're going to tell the guy he's a faggot and a nigger, because he fucking is a faggot and he acts like a nigger.
There you go, Beardson. Strike it down. Strike it down, Beardson. You know, you only prove that you're like a little bitch. forever. As you know, you're like fucking Gator. And that's why I knew this stream would get flagged down and it's a separate stream, Beardson, because you are a fucking Gator. So it's actually providential that the first stream crashed, so you couldn't erase that with your sad little flagging. This is just like when I did, the Aqualad stream on Gator, and he fucking lost his fucking shit and cried for fucking weeks about it and seethed and fucking flagged it down. So you can try and sweep it, bro. But I'm sure it's fucking been archived by some artist, and you'll probably see it on Odyssey. So anyway, let's continue then, because fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. We'll just keep going then. I'm so sick of Beardson's shit. The guy's a fucking joke.
It's like, I mean,
it's probably the only time I'll take time out of my day to address this,
man. You're putting yourself under for absolutely no reason, and all this anger and hatred that you hold in your heart, it's like literally not healthy, and it takes years off of your fucking life. It's true, man. It's true. That's why I don't ever really get that angry. I try not to get angry.
Yeah, okay. When you got angry at the donators?
Luckily, most of those are solved. Still dealing with a couple of them, but you know, not the end of the world. I'm fine and well.
He doesn't look like he's doing well.
You know, not only that, but everything that my dad went through a few years ago with, you know, his strokes and everything like that. I don't know, it just puts a lot of things into perspective for you that I don't think...
Like, he's like crying out for sympathy. My dad's stroke and all this. Please, guys, donate. My dad had a stroke and I need your money, and my dog just died, and they ate my homework, and, you know, I've got a broken leg, and I have diabetes, and my whole life's gone to fucking shit. I don't have a pot to piss in. Please donate. Like, fuck off.
I think a lot of people, quite frankly, are lacking. And I want to try to share this with you. It's like, man, don't spend all your time just being mad and hateful. You know what I mean? Because it's just unhealthy. It literally will just damage your body. And it just takes years off of your life. Years off of your life. And again, time is the most finite resource that God has given you, because you know you'll never get more. You can't earn more time. This isn't a video game where you can collect a little clock and get 30 seconds, you know, add it to your total life. It's not how it works.
Yeah, well, exactly. So you should be using your finite time to promote God's will instead of, like, you know, doing everything to maximize your personal benefit in that finite time. You know, you got it completely wrong.
Rotten apples. But people still keep running that fucking tree, hoping they can shake down like a money bag from like Animal Crossing, you know.
That's literally what he's trying to do. He's trying to like shake his pay pigs for money, but there's nothing there because he told them, "Why would you even want to be on my team? We're losing. Why would you even donate him money when he tells you shit like that?" And you wonder, you're shaking the pay pigs. Where's my money? They're like, well, you told us, like, to just give up. So, I mean, I'm just going to spend it on fucking pizza instead because it's pizza day. Oh, man. Well, that's the thing, too, Sargoy. Like, why all the video game references? Because it's the only frame of reference he has is video games. He doesn't have any frame of reference to great works of literature or even film. For fuck's sake, not even TV. You know, he's like at like the lowest art form there is, the most modernistic, the most consumer friendly, you know, in the video games.
You know. Well, and I mean, this is probably like something to do with why he doesn't have the discipline to go out and work with his hands and get a job. 'Cause he's so addicted to the hyper stimulation of the video games that he's fucking played his whole life.
It's basically like the equivalent of a Harry Potter reference from the left.
Good ass drink. So yeah, I mean that's really it, man. I don't even really know where else to go with this. That was, dude. It's been like an hour and a half long monologue, dude. I mean, literally everything.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the end of Beardson. There might have been one more timestamp.
If there's one more timestamp, play it out. But like, it's fucking getting tough. It's like fucking stream sniping the kill stream. You know, like, it's fucking abhorrent to get through.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's like if we tried to break down, like, the whole 4 hours with Louis. You know, it's just, like, the same thing again and again. You know, and again and again and again.
All right. I was going to give Ricada a Feltoning, but I think we'll just play out...
Well, what's happened with Ricada?
Oh, fuck. There is one clip of Ricada and his wife I guess we could play. But I want to play this Lady Maga clip with Beardson. Yeah. Just to wrap up the Beardson stuff.
Yeah.
So here you see Lady Maga literally towering over Nick Fuentes. You know, Lady Maga would actually beat up Nick Fuentes in a fight, and there is actually no contest there.
Oh, fuck! Where you paused it, like, just the size of Nick's forearm. Like, it's literally just the bone, you know? Like, there actually isn't any muscle on the fucking, like, front half of his forearm.
There's no flesh. There's just bone.
No, it is horrifying, you know?
So here's Beardson Beardly, like the tough guy. He's actually shorter than Nick Fuentes.
Was Nick wearing a mask?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was.
Oh, no, he wasn't wearing a mask and he's just put it in his pocket. What a faggot.
Just wait, though. There's a moment in here we have to capture it where, like, they hold back Beardson. Here comes Beardson, you know, like to defend the honor of his master. Look at this. They have to restrain him. They have to put their arm around Beardson, who looks like he's like a full foot shorter than Nick Fuentes in this. Like, and this guy restraining him.
Like,
this guy restraining him is also, like, in the Lollipop Guild. Like, Jaden McNeil looks like he's, like, 16 inches taller. But, like, look at this. Let me at him. Let me at him. And this guy's got to restrain him like he's Scrappy Doo. As if this guy's going to do shit. As if Lady Maga, like, you know, wouldn't just fucking destroy this man. Like, Lady Maga would one-punch Beardson. And that's not an exaggeration.
Imagine being that much shorter than Nick Fuentes, you know? Like, it's actually, like, sort of unbelievable.
Scrappy-dappy-doo! You know, and he lets him go, and then he takes one step forward and then just stops behind Nick and just cowers back, you know? So he didn't even have to be held back because he's not a fucking man and he's not going to do shit. He didn't do anything to a literal tranny. Being towered over by a fucking tranny. Being physically and mentally mogged by a tranny. And sitting there and doing jack fucking shit. That's what just happened to Beardson. That's who the man is. Now he slinks off. Hey, Jaden, help me, Jaden. He just looks lost. Like, he's looking around like, what do? I just got exposed. You know, I was expecting that guy to hold me back. But he was like, okay, if you want to do it, Beardson, you do it, man. You take him out. Now he's just looking around, lost. He's like at least 6 inches shorter than Nick Fuentes. And like Nick's like 5'2". He's like 4'11". Can we get a physiognomy check on this fucking crew?
But, like, Nick actually looks like a child, right? Like, it's like, I don't know, like, if you don't, like, exercise at all, like, you never actually develop, like, an adult body structure. And, you know, he actually has, like, childlike features, like in his torso and his arms, you know, like, the way, like, his neck is structured there and goes into his head, you know?
Yeah.
Just like Brandon's Robin, just like all the rest of them.
Very fucking gay shit from Nick Fuentes here. Okay. We'll do the Rackets clip. It's very short.
And And then I sent you the Jew naming by Mr. Bond on BitChute on Telegram.
Oh, fuck. All right. Well, hold on. All right.
I sent you the one with the video of Patrick Little walking down the street with the Jews rape kids sign.
So first I'll show you guys. So I fucking just baited Ricada. You know, I like tweeted at him, you know, your bull has the same picture as you. And he actually took this shit seriously. And he opened his show fucking seething about it with Josh, which just fucking entertains me to no end, right? That, you know, he takes this bait from a show that's supposed to be so beneath him, just magnitudes below him. But, you know, the thing is, I think he's just, like, permanently mind-fucked about New Project 2, that he took an L from me, an undisputed L on the air and in fucking life, and he's just desperately trying to get this W back. But every time he fucking addresses it, he just loses more. So here he goes, like, trying to debunk obvious nonsense, like Ralph with a 5'1" thing.
The background of yours looks familiar. Because it's in my office. There's someone out there who doesn't realize that you're, like, in the same room as me right now.
Yeah. I never understood that. Like, where did people think I was at?
I don't know.
They thought he was fucking your wife.
Look, I would make fun of the person, but there are rules against mocking the disabled, so we're going to move on.
But they see you get up and, like, walk behind me.
Photoshop? I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Literally retarded, I think, is the trick there. But that's okay. Anyway.
You know, he didn't even have to address the shit. Like, it's so obvious, like...
NBC says they're in the same house? Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like, Drexel actually does, like, stay at his house, you know, like...
Anyway, here's...
Just every sign is there, you know?
Here to close us out is some more fucking emasculating shit between Nick and his wife. Maybe he should just add his wife as a permanent co-host so she can run his show fucking all the time. But here we go.
Fill this cup for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was kind of kidding. That's a lot of liquor.
Is it?
It's a good amount.
This is like a 1.5 or a double?
It's at least a double.
It's only a double. Look at
Look at it. It's only a double, Nick. Like, just...
how that thing is.
Come on now. Getting personal.
That was an accident. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Out of your head like horns?
I bet if I set up the default mask camera to your camera, they would throw a bunch of hot dogs at you.
Well, that's just what I mean. Well, why would they do that?
The internet.
Does it look like I need a bunch of wieners thrown at me?
Just one.
Just one, and the look on her face, like this, like, mischievous, naughty look. Like, just one wiener? She wants all the fucking wieners, Nick. She wants... She wants all the hot dogs thrown at her face, bro. This is some bleak shit, dude. Every time she comes on, she does this to you. Every time, dude. There's, like, fucking troves of this shit. And you just expect everybody to think that Drexel's not fucking your wife when she does shit like that. She takes a sip. Look at Nick's face, like... You know, it's pixelated and shit, but look at his face. He's like, what the fuck?
Don't look at me like that.
Nervous laugh. Don't look at me like that.
I didn't look at you looking at me.
Ooh! That one hurts, doesn't it, bro?
144p. And holy fuck, I'm watching it from my computer. That's exactly what I think. You gotta, like, clean your computer screen.
No, the picture is just, like, the video is just very low res. Somebody needs to send me a better res version, and we'll play it later on. So, that's the second part of the show. At this point, I'm gonna fucking play us off, and then we're fucking done.
You know, in honor of based Patrick Little for the feltoning that he gave faggot Beardson back in the day, that Beardson will claim to this day that he somehow felt it based Patrick Little, you know, but...
Here it comes. You know, well, get ready to fucking get your broomstick ready, Beardson. Get your fucking broomstick ready. We might be on Odyssey next week, so get ready.
Well, I mean, we're already age restricted. You gotta show them. You gotta show them the video,
Alright.
buddy. I said you don't hit the video.
Alright, hold on.
No, the video is Kino, you know? Like, I don't know how you can watch this. Like, even if the guy is a federal agent, like, I don't know how you can watch this and not think the guy's fucking based at some level, you know?
Every day I'm Jew naming.
Oh, fuck. I'd be running on the elliptical at the gym, like, playing this video on my iPhone for, like, the people on the ellipticals behind me to see. I'm in, like, the front row.
This is the man that
You know,
Beardson
I'm
thinks
throwing
isn't
fucking
based.
Romans on the elliptical, fucking handless.
Every day I'm
If I, you know,
Every day I'm Jew naming. Every day I'm Jew naming. Every day I'm Jew naming. Every day I'm Jew naming.
you know, like, what a based fucking federal agent, you know? You know, like, I don't care if this guy's a Fed, you know? Like, I don't care at all. This is the most based Fed I've ever seen.
You know, like, if you're gonna do it like this, you know, you don't even care if you glow, bud. Atlantic. Alright. Folks, that's it for the show today. You know, flag it down, Beardson. Do what you gotta do, buddy. But it won't change the fact that you're broke. It won't change the fact that you're a Judas, that you're a snake, that you're a soy boy and a cowardly cuckold faggot. And with that, I bid you adieu. Juice!